that bitch, hitting that fire, jumping that whip, thumbing that bitch. Drumming that.
Hey, yo, what up, man? It's your boy DZ.
It's dumb.
Hey, man, welcome back to New Dope. Listen, summertime vibes, you know, a lot of things going on. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
A lot of Ebony things.
shout out to my melanin brother right there. You know
Come
what I'm
on,
saying?
man.
We have a very, 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 very special and exclusive guest. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, we run on short time, so we got to make sure that we really stick to the topics today. Listen, I'm talking about somebody who has redefined the culture in LA.
Someone that's finding the line.
Ooh, I
to
like
the
that.
wave.
Wait, I'm talking about building a community brick by brick. Hey, oh my goodness. Listen,
A real LA native.
Yeah, a real LA native. I'm talking about, we don't talk about the producing bag and the music bag, but somebody who has redefined the culture for not just people in LA, but also black people. You know what I'm saying? Ebony people, as we talked about before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A community builder, a creative director. The founder of Ebony Beach Club.
Who is this?
I don't know, man, but I mean, I want to meet the brother. You know what I'm
Me
saying?
too.
Matter of fact, I
Y'all
think
funny, man.
we got the van right. This is a whole different setup today. This is the
Yeah.
first guest that has got us out of the studio, by the way,
Crazy.
y'all. Y'all make some noise and clap it up at home for my brother Brick, man. Clap it up, man.
Studio audience.
Hey, man, welcome, man. How you feeling?
Thanks for having me, man.
How are
course.
you?
I'm amazing. I'm on
Yeah.
the beach, drinking wine. I'm sitting in a little van. We made it happen.
That's
Look,
fire.
look.
I'm happy
Hey,
to get
can
y'all
we
boys out
we
the
get a
studio.
cheers?
Cheers, man. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying?
A little.
Yeah. Get up in there. Get up in
I
there.
like
You know what I'm
that.
saying? Man.
So, we're approaching Juneteenth.
Yeah,
You're Mr. Juneteenth. You know that.
Yeah.
I do. I'm aware.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm aware of
How
that.
you feeling there?
Man, I feel amazing. I'm just excited to, do it again. I love creating experiences for people and making people feel like, damn, I didn't know I could feel that good. Like I love to take people to just new heights, like break everybody's personal record of euphoria. So, it's gonna be a great time.
Is that your driving metric?
Um,
Like, what drives this ambition, these goals? Also, can you introduce yourself?
Oh,
My
yeah.
bad. I'm rude to them. My bad, y'all.
Nah, what's up? My name's Brick. I am the founder of Ebony Beach Club, and I'm a black person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What inspired you to even start with Ebony Beach Club, or like even especially like your question that you had brought up earlier?
Yeah, like, what drives you?
Oh, I mean, it's a lot of things. The ocean is like the number one motivating factor here. That's like the common denominator. I always say the ocean is my church. So, the way my grandma views the actual church and the way she be in that Bible is how I be in that ocean. And so I take that and I just apply it to like everything else in my life. And I think that I've been blessed to live a really dynamic life where I've kind of got to shape shift through different creative mediums and whatever. But the ocean is kind of like it's the common denominator for me. So everything always ties back to like trying to get black people to connect to the ocean or to the water in one way or another. And it's like music is also a part of me. So it's a part of my life. You know what I mean? So the music was just like the conduit to convince black people to come get in the ocean or come swim. And like that's what motivates me. Is just trying to fulfill the mission on a higher level, honor God's will for my life, which
Amen.
to me feels very clear what he has
What do you
told
want-
me to do. So I'm just doing it.
How's things going for you right now? I mean, like, just life in general, and like, but you about to throw the biggest thing
Yeah. What's today?
this year. What's today?
We're not. Hold on. Don't
You know what I'm saying?
timestamp it.
Yeah.
I want to make sure this lives forever.
I
No,
like
but
that.
you got to say it because that's
So-
a part of it living forever.
So I would
Where
say,
were we when this
right
happened?
now we're about a week out
We're a week
from
out.
one of the biggest
Man.
celebrations of our people.
Man.
And you're doing it in a place that is outside of the norm.
Mm-hmm.
How do we even get there? Like, talk about that process a little bit.
Man, so this is a really important question. I'm glad you asked it because I think like there's been a lot of discourse. Let's talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
And wait, and let's be honest about it too, because he got it
Lock
started.
in.
He was blacking on people.
Hey, come on.
He was blacking on people.
Hey, man. Yeah.
And I love that.
We gonna dive into it. You know what I'm saying?
And
We gonna
I
dive
love
into
that.
it.
I love that because the discourse was it was one of my favorite things about this year already. We ain't even got to the event yet. I love just how passionately people felt about whatever side of the fence that they stood on. And I heard like all the different sides of the conversation. Like, you know, there's the people who are just like, straight up, I don't give a damn what it would have costed. I want to be there. That's an experience that I want to have. And those people, I love those people more than anything. The people who are just like, bro, I just want a good time.
Right.
Like, I just want a good time. Like, if my favorite artists come to town, I'm just going to go see them because I'm like, I need to see that live. You know what I mean? Whatever it is. So I love the people that have that type of loyalty to it. And, like, also, there's, like I said, getting back to the point, there's, like, multiple sides of the conversation. There was the capitalism conversation where we're like, this is Juneteenth. Why are we trying to capitalize on this? And everybody's, like, trying to make money and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, I hear y'all too. That's real. And then there's the cabana prices. What the fuck? $2,500 for a cabana? I get that. Okay, I can hear all of the sides. And then there's the people like you who are just like straight up like, bro, this man has done free events for us for the past 4 years. Every single thing y'all ever experienced, all the euphoria everybody ever hit, cost them nothing. Man. The only people you ever paid was the Doc Weiler parking lot and that bottle you brought to the beach. That's it. Like, nothing else. I didn't ask anything of anybody.
On top, too, and we'll really dive into it.
Yeah.
You do mad other things outside of this one event.
Exactly.
Underneath
For
the umbrella is
core
crazy.
of it. Also,
Exactly.
you educate. Like, it pissed me
Thank
off,
you.
too. We went back and forth. I was talking to somebody last night about it.
Yeah, like, and that's what I'm saying is, like, I get everybody's side, and I'm like, I loved hearing it out loud because it's nice to get feedback. Everybody actually doesn't get the luxury of feedback. Like, a lot of the homies that's rapping and their music is ass may never truly hear it.
Yeah.
That the music is ass.
Yeah.
You just need to go back to the drawing board, whatever it is. So it's a luxury to hear criticism, and you got to also be like noble and humble enough to receive said criticism, which I did. And I was like, okay, that was real. You know what? Why are the cabanas this price? I actually don't know. Let's cut it in half. Fuck it. Whatever y'all want, whatever y'all need. And like, I also want to be, there's so many things. Man, I'm trying to like rush through it. Let me slow down. There's so many things I want to talk about when it comes to that topic. But like, I get one of the bigger overarching, I guess, themes would be like, I genuinely care about these people in this community. Like, I saw a tweet that says something to the effect, and this had nothing to do with me. This was something I seen a different time. And it's dead wrong. But they said something like, whenever black people say community, just know y'all about to get robbed. Like, I was like, damn, that's dark. It's dark that is like actually like a way that people feel. And like me, I can like truly say from the bottom of my heart, like, I just care about the people and I want the experience to be the best thing. And I want everybody to go home safely. A big reason why doing it on the beach, like, there's a couple things with doing this event on the beach that I've ran into, like, problems with the city. And it's because they don't allow us the permit to have amplified sound on the beach. So technically you can go to the beach, but you can't play music. And so Ebony Beach Club isn't really Ebony Beach Club without the music, like I was saying. That's like the conduit. That's the glue to this environment. That's like my way to bring black people who don't give a fuck about surfing. Excuse my French. Black people who don't care about surfing to come to the beach. It's like the music is the glue for that. It's the glue for, you know, for us. It's a part of us. Like, we've always gathered around music. Like, there's history to prove that. Like, in the early days, like, just after the Civil War, after we won the Civil War and the South was free, but it wasn't really free, like, black people were going into the woods and gathering and playing music. It's like, in a way, portrayed in Sinners, like that vibe. But that was a real thing. Like, we went and found spaces for ourselves and gathered around music. So music has always been that. And so I say all that to say, the Beaches and Harbors Department of this very beach that we're on right now, Doc Weiler Beach, they don't allow people to have amplified sound. Your music has to come from a source that is a 6-inch speaker or less. So when we do our events, our Ebony Beach Club events, we pulling up with the full stack.
Right.
They like, hell no, pack this shit up.
Yeah.
And they've told me pack it up multiple times. They've given me multiple tickets. And the last time I did it, I was like, oh, this isn't my party. This is his party.
Word.
They're like, bro, we know it's your party.
Yeah.
We've seen it. We follow it all on Instagram. We're not stupid. If you come here again, and this is your final warning, you will be fined $50,000, and we will sue you.
So okay,
Crazy.
so everybody's
So,
talking about these cabanas. My man's is willing to get a fine for 50 bands for
And-
y'all.
and
just
so-
to make sure, you know what I'm saying?
And so that's not even the full point. That is just a part of it where I was like, damn. So I'm trying to build this to where we're at right now.
Yeah.
Right. So I was like, damn, that's deep. And we've had so much fun. This is, if you was there, Ebony Beach Club, June, July, August, September 2022, you experienced some magic. 2023, you also experienced some magic. 24, we only did one event. And the same thing last year for the most part. We just did Juneteenth and we had a little beach day in September. But like what we did last year was sort of just me being like, I'm doing what I can. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I quoted it recently how Michael Beasley, he said, Michael Beasley.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, of course.
If you know, you
One-on-one
know.
champ.
Yeah, philosopher. everything.
Exactly. He's a
Yeah,
philosopher. You're like a hood
Yeah, he's
philosopher.
like,
He just be
man.
saying shit, but he be saying some real shit.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite things he said was when he said people judge decisions, not choice, without knowing choices. And so it's like the choices that I had, like we got 5,000 people who are ready to show up to the beach on a 24-hour notice, and people knocking on my door, bro, when's the next one? When's the next one? And I'm like, man, I want to do this for y'all, but in my left ear, I got the Beaches and Harbors Department in the County of Los
Stuff you
Angeles
don't
being
even
like,
see.
we're going to find you 50 racks. And I'm like, damn, I want to do this for the culture, but do I really want to go through a lawsuit with the city? That's not what I'm trying to do. So what do I have to do? I have limited choices now. I can't really do this at Dockweiler. Also, every time I do it at the beach, if something goes wrong, who's it going to fall on?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
If
One
somebody
person.
gets shot, God forbid, and
Yeah.
God willing, nothing ever happened. You know what I mean? And that's truly through the
Good.
grace of God. That don't got nothing to do with me, because the history of this beach, if you're from LA and you know it, this beach is active actually. So you know what I
Right.
mean? Like the fact that we made it into the late night hours that many times with no incidents, no shootings, no stabbings, no fights really. Maybe there was one, but it's a beautiful thing. So anyways, we don't have that many choices. So I was like, where can we go bring black people to the beach en masse in Los Angeles and actually get a permit to do it? Where am I going to go? Malibu? That's even more of a hell no. Where am I going to go? Like Orange County? That's like, now we going to have some
Right.
Trumpsters outside ready
Right.
to lynch somebody. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
right.
so Santa Monica Pier was like the next best thing I could think of. I was like, it's a controlled area. We could get a permit for it. It's going to cost a lot of money. Black Lives Matter put up the like majority of the like,
Shout out to BLM.
yeah,
man.
they did their thing last year.
It's hard.
They looked out, and so that was why that was possible. Without them, we wouldn't have been able to do it, especially for $25. So, which is what that ticket costed. So, we drop a $25 ticket.
Man.
You peeped the
After-
petty, you heard the pettiness?
Yeah, nah. I get
know what I'm
the
saying?
line.
Hold on, hold on,
Nah,
I'm
it's
being
not
petty.
that, but I get what you're saying.
I'm not being
though.
petty. I'm being real. So,
That's, man.
Sure.
the
Chat.
ticket last year was $25, and I don't know. There was a whole. I don't know if y'all remember, but there was a whole discourse last year. When we
I
dropped
remember
that.
people talking about
$25. I ain't paying $25 to go to no damn
go to
beach. The
Santa
beach is
Monica?
free.
Yep,
Da, da,
yep.
da, da. I'm pulling up. Fuck that. I'm jumping over the fence.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, y'all think it's like, oh, some get rich quick scheme. It's hella people to pay. There's hella operations that go into it.
Yeah.
You got to pay the fire department. The pier itself costs 42 racks just to rent that part of the pier, just to have the ground to stand on it.
Man.
That don't include none of the infrastructure and all the other moving pieces that
Honestly,
go into it.
if y'all didn't attend last year, it was like a mini festival.
It's
It
crazy.
was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I can't do this alone. Lauren Carruthers, that's like my sis. That's my big sis, bro. Like she's the one who's really getting dirty and on these permits and like doing all the like ugly technical logistical shit.
Yeah.
She's A1. That's my, I don't know if they say right brain or left brain. Like, I'm just like creative and creating, and she's like, boom, I got the permit.
Right,
boom,
right.
cool. I rented the Mister fans. I rented the this. I rented the gates or whatever.
Right.
So yeah. But anyways, that $25 ticket, that was even like a start to being like, okay, now we can like build something.
Right. Right.
And even that, it didn't. We donated 100% of the proceeds. I recently posted the receipts. I didn't even post them last year.
We saw
Did
that.
you see that tweet?
I saw that.
Crazy.
I remember the thread, whatever. We donated $38,000 last year. I didn't even go on Ebony Beach Club and say, hey, we donated 38 bands. I sent
Right.
38 racks. The
What
only
was-
profit that was left from that, 38 racks after paying everybody but myself, and sent it to Black Surfers Collective and Aquatic Futures Foundation.
What was the inception of you tweeting that out?
The inception, that was like in the middle of the discourse. Like that was when everybody was like doing the whole like capitalist, like da-da-da-da, what is Juneteenth really about? Y'all don't care. Oh, y'all just want to party for Juneteenth. I'm like, bro, we just did 6 weeks of swim lessons.
Listen, man.
Like we do volleyball every Saturday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We have so many ways to engage with the community where we're bringing people to the water. Every single beach bounce that everybody remembers from the early days, we did free surf lessons at every single one of those. Color the Water, Self-Fly Surf School. They were everybody was coming together and just doing it out of the goodness of their heart. And I was paying people the little that I could pay them from the little bit of merch that we were selling, because people don't really even buy the merch like that, to be real. Some people do, and thanks to them. But you know, it ain't that much. I'm not even gonna say there ain't that much. There's no profit in this.
Yeah.
You know, people like run a nonprofit and they be profiting.
Yeah.
And we're not running a
Well, like a lot.
nonprofit.
Yeah,
I call
yeah,
this shit a
profit,
not
yeah.
profit, because we're not profiting. Like, so like, you know what I mean? Like, we
Real
can
quick,
talk-
I want to
I'm
touch on
rambling
something
at this point.
because I think people see everything from the outside and they see all the glitz and glamour and stuff like that, but they don't know, like as people say, like the lore. They don't know the history of it right now.
Yeah.
So, how did this start? There was an incident that took place one day. Can you walk us through that day? How you even came up with this idea? It was a pretty, some might say,
Yeah.
traumatic sort of incident.
Yeah, it's not traumatic. It was beautiful. It was an angel, actually.
Amen.
An angel came down and called me a nigger. Yeah, straight up. I wish I was lying. I was surfing in Manhattan Beach, about 2.5 miles south of where we're at right now. And like I'm just regular day. It's the
Yeah.
pandemic. What is this? No, it's 2021, but still kind of late pandemic. I started surfing in 2020, mind you. So
Word. Damn.
yeah, it wasn't even that long ago in reality. But regular day, surfing at the pier, I was going every single day. I'm like obsessive when I get into some shit. I'll be like, oh,
Right,
bet,
right.
I'm about to figure this out.
Right.
Can I ask, why did you start surfing?
Because I'm just random. So I was just
You
like,
don't just, hold on. No.
yes.
Were you
Yeah,
always
we'll
like
do
that
that.
from like a kid? Like
I
you was
play
always
ice
trying
hockey.
stuff?
I ride unicycles. I just do random
Brooke,
shit.
we're
That's
not
just like,
going to do that. You don't just pick up a surfboard and be like, I'm going to go out there.
you don't just pick up a surfboard and say, I'm going to go out there. I did.
Did you have friends that were surfing before, or like?
No. I went out by myself. I learned surfing by myself.
That's wild.
I swear on my mother's life. Why would I lie about that?
No, it's just
Wow.
crazy. Yeah. Chat, you don't find that crazy?
It is kind of crazy. I see why it's crazy, but I was just like at the beach one day, and there was like, you know, people be riding on the boogie boards,
Yeah.
and there was like a little like Latino lady like selling some boogie boards, and I was like, I'll get one. It was $10.
Were you good at swimming beforehand?
Yeah, I've always been good at swimming.
Okay,
Oh,
okay,
okay.
okay. So
All
you're already
right.
familiar with like.
So he's
the-
an
I'm a strong
aquatic
swimmer.
guy.
Okay.
I'm an
yeah,
aquatic
yeah.
guy, but yeah. So I got
Mind
the
you, guys,
boogie board,
he drove here with no shoes on, so like he's
and I still don't got no
yeah.
shoes on.
Oh God,
My
this,
feet are
this is his life for real.
You know what I mean? But what's it called? So yeah, bought the boogie board from her, and then after that, I was playing around in the water for like 20 minutes, and I was like, I should low-key get a surfboard. And
We
then
bought the boogie board from her that day.
No, she was just walking up the beach with a bunch
Oh,
of them.
okay,
like, she
okay,
would sell
okay,
them on the
okay, yeah.
beach, and I was just sitting on the beach with my one of my exes, and yeah, I bought the boogie board, and then I was like, this is fun, and then I was like, but it's not that fun. I should surf, and so then I went on my Instagram, was like, who got a surfboard I could borrow? And then my homegirl Nikita gave me a surfboard, and then I just started going out with it. I went on, drove to the beach, got on YouTube, typed in how to surf. I'm watching it as the car is
Damn.
self-driving to the beach, and I'm like,
Yo, this
All right.
is real
That's
YouTube
wild.
University surfing.
no, straight up. And so,
Wow.
anyways, whatever. I've been surfing for 6-8 months at that point.
Mhm.
I go to the beach and I go to not the Santa Monica Pier, the Manhattan Beach Pier. I'm just regular old day. I've been going. That was the same spot I would go to every day. I probably went there 50, 60 times at that point already. And so, yeah, like I get in this little argument with this little white boy. When he was like surfing on a wave, I like kind of got in his way when I was like paddling back out. I was a kook. I was brand new at surfing, to be fair. But I got in his way a little bit. But he's a cool dude. I would see him every day I would go out. He's maybe like 15 or 16. And so, but he was with his friends this day. He's always cool to me, but he had a little group of his friends with him.
He
So-
got hyped up.
Exactly. He hyped up. So then once he gets off the wave, he's like, get the fuck out the way. I'm like,
Damn.
look, bro, every time I come up here, I show you hella respect. You're not about to talk to me like that. Like,
Right.
we're not your little niggas. like, literally, I'm like, you're not about to talk to me like that, bro. Like, it's all good. I get it. Your friends are here, but no,
Yeah,
we
chill.
not doing that. Chill out. You know, it's all good. It's love, bro. But no, don't do that. And so he was like, and he just calmed out, went his way. It was cool. Whatever. I was like, bro, I'm not mad at you. That was my bad. But just you're not about to talk to me like that. You know what I mean? But so it was that. It was chill. Whatever. Life goes on. Like, I shit you not, like 15 whole minutes later, this older white man comes up. He's maybe like 40 something. I can't even remember his face, and that's why I say he's an angel. Because don't they say like angels don't have a face?
They
Like
don't
you
have
can't
a face.
perceive your face or something.
Yeah.
I like if I seen this man today, if he walked up right now, I wouldn't even know it was him.
Wow.
But it's crazy the way he was kind of a split in the matrix of my life and story. Because, like, he paddles up to me. He's in the water. He paddles up. And he's like, get the fuck out of here. I'm not even saying nothing. The argument been done for 10, 15 minutes. It was like a little argument, but it was like, it's been done for like 10 or 15 minutes at this point.
Yeah.
He's like, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, what'd I do?
Yeah.
He's like, get the fuck out of here. Go down to Bruce's Beach where you belong, donkey. I was like,
Whoa.
I'm like, oh, shit. But I'm in the water, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you in the water, it's awkward. It's like trying to like fight a nigga while you like learning how to ice skate or something, right? You like out there like, what up there, nigga? And you slipping around. And shit,
what the
like,
fuck going on?
You know what I mean?
Crazy.
So it's like, it's one of them things where you like, all right. I'm like, all right, bet, bro. Like, I'm like, what is this nigga talking about? I'm with my boy Gage. Gage, that's my dog. He was the first person to come surf with me. We started, at the time, we had a thing, it was called Black Sand. That was what Ebony Beach Club was called first. I called it Black Sand Surf.
And you were teaching people how to surf, or you?
No, I was just documenting my journey of learning how to surf.
Oh,
That's
wow.
amazing.
So
bro.
that was what the point of Black Sand was like. Just like, oh, I'm gonna just show what it looked like to be.
It's a tough name,
Go
too.
from not knowing how to do it to knowing how to do it.
Yeah, right. DZ, write that down. Black Sand.
Black Sand.
Yeah,
we might
Black
steal
Sand.
that.
You can still type. No, you can type it in. You can type it in. It's still all of our first articles were as Black Sand because it was after this incident, right? So Gage is turning up. He like a little like, you know, a little pit bull. Like he like a little mini pincher. He's like, hey, I'm like, Gage, bro. It's good, bro. This nigga's turning up. He's like, yeah, get the fuck out of here. Go to Bruce's Beach where you belong. I'm like, all right, paddle in the beach. I'm like, paddle in. Because paddling is just like, let's go to the beach. Like,
That's
if you want
going
to,
back to the-
yeah, like, that's meet me outside. And
Right,
surfing,
right,
that's
right,
like meet me
right.
outside. I'm all right, paddling, bro. I'm not about to argue with you.
That's a
Paddle
whole
in.
different world.
Paddling, I'm
nigga.
like, come on.
Paddle, nigga.
Yo, paddling sounds
Because we out there
crazy.
where we
Right,
floating
right.
on a board, like arguing, nigga, like
Right.
rocking back and forth,
That's
like
hilarious.
nigga paddling. And so
You can't be a Leah and
we can't be out here rocking a boat, catching a
That's
fade.
shit.
So I'm like, all right, paddle in, bro. I'm like, paddle in. He's like, I'm not paddling in with you, donkey. I'm like, paddle in, my nigga. He's like, I'm not paddling in with you, nigger. Hard R. In case you gotta blank it out, hard R. I'm not paddling in with you. N-word. I'm like, okay, bet. And I'm right. I'm like this far from him.
I'm turned up right now.
And now I'm like, my jaw's clenching. I'm like, I should slap this shit out. But I'm like, you know what? I'm under the Santa Monica Pier. The Manhattan Beach Pier. There's a bunch of people standing on the pier looking at me.
Oh, word.
Now there's a crowd because they heard him say it. They already saw us arguing, but then they heard him say that. And then I'm like, okay, bet. I'm like, paddle in. He's like, nigger. Sorry if y'all got to blank this out.
Man.
N-word.
This is a
N-word.
40-year-old
He's throwing
man.
water in my face.
How old is this guy?
He's like 43 probably. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, you know what? It's good, bro. I actually zoom out from the whole situation. Like, that's why I say he's an angel, because I don't remember his face. But I remember the will I had to have to not slap the dog shit out of this man.
What is Gage doing at this time?
Gage is turned. Gage is ready to rock. Like, as he should be. As I should be. But I was like, you know what? No. I was like, it's G. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take the piece for it. I'm like, bet, bro. I told him, I remember to his face, I said, this is something you got to deal with in the mirror, man. This don't got nothing to do with me. That was literally what I said. I was like, hey, Gage, let's bounce. It's all good. And
What were you thinking about in this moment that made you move that way?
Man, like I said, like, to me, that's like a canon event in my life. And especially because I quite literally was in arm's reach of this man. It's like, I was like, I should just slap the shit out of him. We just gonna fight in the water right now. But I was like, no, I'm black. I'm at the Manhattan Beach Pier. There's a police officer and lifeguard that sit right at the edge of the pier. I'm a music producer. I got shit to lose. Respectfully, like, I got shit going on in my life. Like, things were going well for me at that time with my music stuff. And I was just like, bet. Literally, I was like, bet. You know what? You got the right one, bet. So I got out. And then when Gage got out, we walk up to the pier, and then like this whole crowd of people that were standing on the pier when the whole thing happened comes up to me like, "Are you okay? Like, da 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 da. Like, are you okay?" I'm literally laughing. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good." Like they acted like I got like, you know what I mean? They acted like I got jumped or something.
Assaulted, yeah.
Like I got physically assaulted. I'm like, "Bro, I'm good. They're like, "No, fuck that guy." Da, 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 da. You know what I mean? So. And there was one black guy. So it was maybe like 9 people who were watching over the pier. There was one black dude. His name is Rashidi. He's from Leimert Park.
You just said Rashidi?
Yeah. He's like a 55, 60-year-old guy, you know, salt and pepper beard.
It sounded like you was encountering mad angels that day.
First of all, this
straight
is
up.
a,
Sound like
this is a
shit
movie,
crazy.
by the way.
No, I'm
for
serious. He got wood beads on, and he was the only one out of the crowd whose voice mattered to me for obvious reasons. He's the only black person there. It's 7 a.m. in Manhattan Beach. Why are you on the pier? And so he was like, man, I got a picture of the guy. I seen the whole thing happen. I'm like, let me see it. He's like, man, I was trying to take a video. Because I was like, first I just seen 2 brothers surfing, so I just came down. I'm taking pictures because I'm like, 2 brothers surfing. I don't got no storage on my phone, so I could only take pictures. I remember he said, I remember his whole script. I could only take pictures, so I'm like, let me see the pictures. And then he shows me the photo, and it's just a dude throwing the water in my face, and I'm like, airdrop me that. And I'm like, and he's like, all right, so you do it, and I airdrop it to myself, and it's literally just this dude throwing water in my face, and I'm sitting there like this, I was just letting him do it. Like he did it for like 20, 30 seconds, bro, nonstop. Oh, wow. Called me the N-word probably 30 times. I'm like, okay, all right. And so the fact he had that photo, I was like, damn, that's crazy. Send me that. And I was like, why are you here? And he was like, oh, my chiropractor in Manhattan Beach, and he just told me go for a walk after I was done. I was like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't make this shit up. So then I drive home. I drop Gage off at his house. I go back to my house. And then me and Gage talking in the car the whole time. Like, that's crazy. Like, this man, bro, I've never in my life anywhere. I used to live in North Carolina, too. My mom married a guy in the military when I was, 8. And so I ended up out there on some military stuff. I was in the middle of nowhere. Lived there for 6 years, I guess, till I was, 13 or 14. I'd never, ever been called the N-word, ever. You would think in the deep South, you would hear it. Not until I came to the beach in California was I ever called N-word, hard R, right? So, I went on live. Me and Gage went on live. You know, pandemic, everybody was on live.
Everybody was on live.
Everybody was on live.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to, what's that, Quarantine
Radio.
Man.
Ebony Club Radio?
Yeah,
Ebony
literally.
Club. Yeah.
So, me and Gage went on live, and we just started telling the story. Like, I was just like, bruh, y'all not gonna believe what just happened at the beach. And I just told him the whole story I just told you. Gage smoking a joint on live. We just chilling. And then the live went viral, just the live video, and it was 17 minutes long or something. The live went viral on its own. And I went on our Black Sand page, which at the time, it was just my little side experiment. I was fresh off of doing do-rag activity for Baby Keem, and I did a lot of the Kehlani stuff. That was that year before. And so
it's crazy, by the way.
Yo, the subtle
that was
just,
very. It's like
we're gonna brush over it.
Yeah,
let's just brush over it, right?
Yeah.
So I was fresh off of doing all of that, and so to me, my little project was Black Sand Surf, and it had 86 followers. But then I posted that picture that Rashidi airdropped me onto that page, and was typed the caption so this morning I got called N-word at Manhattan Beach. Blah, blah, blah. It's crazy that this is still happening in 2021, whatever.
Right.
And then that post went super viral because the photos were just crystal clear of just this dude throwing water in my face. And there's 8, maybe 9, maybe, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8, something like that. A good amount of other white people clearly sitting in a circle around me, just watching, and this dude is just throwing water in my face, and I'm literally there like
crazy.
This. And that photo in and of itself was what is happening? You know what I mean? With the story, and it went overly viral. Then the next day, the page went from 86 followers to 10,000 in 2 or 3 days.
That's crazy.
Literally. And then I'm getting hit up by every pro surfer. I'm getting hit up by Patagonia. I'm getting hit up by every surf brand, Rip Curl, whoever. Everybody's reaching out yo, man, you ever want to come surf in Hawaii? We got you, bro. That's not cool. Da, da, da. And for lack of better words, they kind of The same thing they did with George Floyd, where they take like one individual, rest in peace George Floyd, and they like sensationalize it, and they like make a brand moment out of it, and it's like their way to be like, yeah, we stand with this, like we stand with George Floyd, and they do it as like this like sort of like white guilt thing. We kind of became the center of this white guilt because like surfing is a very white sport in a very white world.
Can we pause on that?
Yeah.
Because I wanted to ask, do you feel like at this point you have to speak up? Like
at what point?
Like,
at that point?
Yeah, at this point, are you okay with being that figure that is
We'll get there.
perpetuating that?
So that's actually a great next point is, yeah, so now I'm doing an interview every other day and people are just asking me questions and, hey, so-and-so reaching out, like I said, like every brand and every pro surfer and whatever. The news was there. And so I was like, wait, we should do like a thing about this. And so I was like, let's do I called it the peace paddle. Calling all black surfers because it had so much traction online, very similarly to what's happening right now with Ebony Beach Club, how it's all viral and everybody's talking about it. It was that same magnitude, but in the little corner of white surf world, right?
Right.
Of like being like, what's going on? This is crazy. Yeah, everybody's like being there like, yeah, we stand with black sand. Like, this is wrong. This shouldn't be happening in our lineups today. That's the origin of Ebony Beach Club. That is like, not that. Me going to surf in the ocean, like I said, that's the actual origin. Yeah. But that was the catalyst to how people found out about this thing, which at the time was called black sand surf. So, boom, we do the peace paddle. I go back to the same spot. I was like, we meet at the same spot. It was like a few days after. Everybody link up, all black surfers, which at the time, I thought I was the only black surfer in the world.
Right.
Which I learned I wasn't. And I'm not.
I want to pause on that. So you mentioned this somewhere else.
Yeah.
And the comments also were...
They were like, you're not the only black surfer, bro. We've been doing this here. And I'm like, I know that. But that's my point was, in my little mind, in this world I know nothing about, all I did was grab a surfboard and go to the water.
Yeah.
I didn't study surfing. I just showed up, you know what I mean, to engage in this very freeing nature-based activity, right? In my mind, I'm like, why is there no black people here every time I'll go to the beach? And so that was what I was trying to solve, was like, there should be more black people at the beach. Right. You know what I mean? So I thought I was the only black surfer, but then once we did that peace paddle, we had like 200-300 people show up.
That's insane,
100
bro.
Something of them were black surfers. And I was like, oh, there's like a community of these people all up and down this coast, and they all seen the post, and we're like, bro, I felt that, man, the same thing happened to me back in the 90s. The same thing happened to me last week. Wow. Like, man. Jessa just got called a nigger literally a couple weeks prior to me. Wow. And the difference is, dude, one of her homies got out the water and beat dude's ass on the beach. And so it went differently, you know what I mean? And like, you know, she's doing amazing things now too. But that moment maybe wasn't as well received because there was like a violent response as they would expect. So that's why I'm like, in that moment where I was like, every nigga instinct in my bone, every bone in my body is saying slap
do
this.
Something. Yeah.
But you know what? It's G, and I know that that's God speaking through me. Like, there's something bigger that's gonna happen here. Don't even trip. Don't trip. Yeah. It's cool. So, after the peace paddle, we went on to have like a really cool year, and we were doing like all the brand deals and like, oh, Amazon got us holding surfboards in a shoot. I'm really a poser at this point because it's like I had barely even been surfing a year, and I'm getting more surf press.
You're the poster child now.
You know, I'm the poster child of black surfing. You know what I mean?
Did you feel that at the time?
Exactly. So this is how we get to Ebony Beach Club. It's like after that year-long stretch damn near year-long stretch, because that happened in February 2021. By February 2022. Well, way prior to that, in October, I'll say, of 2021, I was already like, bro, this thing is hoed out. Like, people are just like, they're just using us, and they ask me, they take me to interviews, and they ask me the same questions. So, we heard you got called an N-word at the pier. And it's like the same thing. Tell us about it. How did it feel? Wow. You know? And it's like, oh, we stand with you. And I'm like, in the name, Black Sand Surf, it's like so quirky and perfectly like on the line of like, oh yeah, these are like black guys surfing, right? And I was like, bro, this was not invented to be a white solidarity project. This was invented to be, I want black people to come to the beach. Right. So that was when I was like, and this is October, so I'm like, I need to change the name. That's really what it is. I need to name this something that makes black people feel directly called to here. And Ebony Beach Club is one of the first things I thought. I can't even remember the other names because this one stood out so much. And so when I thought like, let's do Ebony Beach Club. That sounds like a right name.
And who are you talking to at this point?
Myself.
Oh, you just.
But also,
like,
also my friend Gage. I would
Gage,
Gage was like there for everything.
Shout out to Gage, man.
Shout out to Gage, man. That's my dog.
Gage.
Gage was there for everything, and I was like, we gotta rename it. And I don't know what, but like it needs a facelift because now we're just drowned out in just white people being like, hey man, come surf with us. I'm like, that's not why I did this.
Right.
Respectfully, I love y'all, and there's some cool white people out there, but like I did this to bring black people to the water.
You mentioned Ebony Beach Club being the first thing you thought about. So you educated me last year about a gentleman named Silas White.
Exactly. That's what we're about to get to.
Okay, you tell me the story. How did we get there?
So in this time, I'm doing all the research on just black beach everything. And I use this website called newspapers.com. If you're a scholarly person, you should use newspapers.com. This is not an ad. But I was using newspapers.com.
Could be if you sponsor us.
It could be if you sponsor us.
There we go.
But I was using newspapers.com, and on there you could find anything. I found my grandpa, rest in peace, Curtis Howes. Love that man. Died 2 days before my birthday last year, crossed over. And but I found his like high school, his college like football highlights from Alabama on newspapers.com. You can find anything on there. And that was like back in 1950 whatever, right?
Wow.
So you can find anything on there. You can type in keywords. You can narrow down the search to like a specific area, to a time period. And so I was looking up just anything that said black beach, nigger beach, Ebony Beach. And like through that research, I found out about so many places, from Chicken Bone Beach to Cars Beach Club to, just like everything that was happening up along every coast. Pacific Beach Club, Bruce's Beach, that's right here. And one of them that I found was Ebony Beach Club, just through doing a word search of everything black and beach related. And I have the newspaper clippings all archived.
Yeah.
And I was like, there was an Ebony Beach Club. So here I was thinking I had an original idea. And there was an Ebony Beach Club in Santa Monica in 1957, started by a man named Silas White. His whole goal was just to have black people enjoying leisure. That was it. I want a space for my people to enjoy leisure, be able to change in and out of their swimsuits. He had golf trips planned, fishing trips planned. It was literally just about kicking it in a time where black people were in survival mode. Mind you, it's 1957, which is why it's somewhere on this video. I don't know where the fuck I put it on.
Yo, W merch, by the way.
Yeah.
That hat is y'all merch too?
1957.
Yeah, OD.
Yeah, this hat's
That's
merch.
fire.
Yo, DZ, can you order us a couple?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we might have the new dope. Let's
You know what I mean?
let's get the, you know what I'm saying?
Might have some on Juneteenth.
Hey,
you know what
some
I mean?
on Juneteenth.
We might put mine on Juneteenth.
Yeah.
But yeah, so 1957, that's the year. And so that made it all that more purposeful. But then I was like, all right, cool. We're going to change the name, and we're just going to change the direction of what this is. And Ebony Beach Club. Like, listen to the name. It tells you everything you need to know about. You have no question about what that is when you hear that.
Yeah, you walk
You're
into
like,
the...
You know what's
black
about to happen.
people having a club on the beach. Like, they're gathering together on the beach, and they're black. That's what I'm going to take from that. And so I think that name is such a lighthouse and has, like, led to the unity and the connection that is Ebony Beach Club. And people just gravitate to that feeling. You know what I mean? That undeniable feeling that we all get when we come to the beach. Like every living being in some way or another is going to find its way to the water. And so even if it's like you coming out of your little apartment in Lamert Park and driving to the water, there's something very healing about being able to see that place and like let alone engage with it if you're bold enough to do that. And so, yeah this is like totally a spiritual experience. This is totally, this is, like I said, I got to give the credit to God. This is God's work. This is God's plan.
Amen.
Everything lined up too perfectly. I couldn't have even planned it out this way. But it was just, the calling is just, this is what we're supposed to do. So,
Let me ask you a question.
yeah, that's
real
how we
quick.
ended up here.
That's
Super long story.
Nah.
Super long story.
No,
No,
you
it was a
narrated
great
it like crazy. Let me ask you a question real quick though. You spoke a lot about like throughout your story, everybody watching at home, you can see like a lot of it is about community, and like one of the main things that stood out to me heavily is like you're bringing black people to show them a whole different experience that we're not necessarily used to. You know what I'm saying? So, do you think that like, do you think that you're making a big splash in the surfer world, or are you more focused on just bringing black people to the beach to learn how to surf, swim, all that other stuff like that?
That's a really good question. It's actually a little bit of both, because it's like in the beginning when I was really, really bad at surfing, now I'm just kind of bad at surfing. But when I was really bad
you
at
still
surfing,
think you're bad at surfing?
He's a low performance.
I'm a low performance surfer.
Surfer.
But like, let's say this nigga walking on the street who don't know how to surf. What's the difference between you and him?
I mean, there's a world of difference between me and a person that doesn't know how to surf.
Okay.
But there's
Okay.
a world of
Yeah,
difference.
watch, bro.
Okay.
There's a world of difference. There's a world of difference between me and a person who is excellent at surfing, who's been surfing their whole life. You know what I mean? It's like, imagine I just started hooping in 2021, and then I'm playing against somebody that's been hooping since they was 8 every day.
Yeah.
It's just levels to it.
Yeah,
Like, you know
yeah.
what I mean? It's just levels. It's
That's fair.
It's levels.
That's
Not
fair.
to say you can't get good in that time if you put in your hours, because you can. You can get pretty decent, but
Yeah.
there's just still like levels. Like your ball IQ is just gonna be higher if you've been doing it for that
That's
much
facts.
longer.
You're not
you know?
LeBron.
Yeah.
I'm not LeBron. I'm no LeBron. You know, I wouldn't even try to be, and I don't aspire to be. I don't care. That's not why I do. I don't do it to be good at it. I do it to engage with the ocean, to go to church. You know what I mean? So, but what was the question? You had a good question.
Do you think that, are you more focused on like making that splash in like the surfer world, or are you more focused on like bringing more black people to learn how to surf, swim?
Yeah,
and
like
beach?
me, my community is black people.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
That's who I connect with the
Yeah.
most. You know, the Asian people be hanging out with the Asian people. You always be
Right.
seeing them clicked up, doing whatever they do together. More power to them. People just kind of click up with their own people.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
tribal.
just human nature. It's like
Yeah.
it's tribal, right?
Yeah.
So, what I do is for black people. Now, there's like always this line that you walk on, or maybe other people can relate to it, and I've felt it through my life, where you're like, you want to appease to a certain group. Like,
Yeah.
I used to always like the shit that white boys did. Like, I played ice hockey. I rode BMX bikes and was trying to skateboard, and I was ass
Right.
at it. Like, I was never truly good at anything that I tried, and I was never like the typical archetype of anything I tried. So you always find yourself trying to conform. But like with surfing, I was like, damn, this is so far outside of the black community. Nobody actually knows if I'm good or not. So like there's
That's
that.
actually mad funny.
You know what I mean? Nobody
Yeah,
knows if
yeah.
I'm any good or not. So that's kind of cool.
Shit, I thought you had, this is board, by the way, y'all. Like, I thought you was like rocket
Yeah, this
power.
is not a
I
problem.
mean, I'm decent. I mean,
Yeah,
you would
yeah,
probably
yeah.
watch and be like, "Oh, what you talking about? You know how to surf for
Yeah,
sure."
right.
But I'm super judgmental of myself. But whatever, that's not the point. The point is, I don't do any of this to appease to surf community, which is primarily why I do this for black community and black surf community.
Yeah.
That's who it's for. It's for black people. If other people want to engage and support, I respect that and I support that. There be white people at our beach parties,
Right,
and
right.
that's cool to me. Like, I'm like,
Turned
if
up.
you feel comfortable enough to show up, then the space is for you too. You know what I mean? I'm not saying like, no, this is no whites allowed. It's not segregation.
Right, right.
It's just like, as long as you're understanding I'm doing this for black people, for sure.
Yeah.
Do your thing. Respect the space. You know what I mean? But like, this is for black people. So, in the beginning, I felt this pressure because, like I said, there's all these pro surfers, and I'm like, I'm ass at surfing, and like, they all watching me. Imagine like I said, let's make the basketball analogy. Imagine, you know, Michael Beasley and everybody hitting you up and following you, and they like, yeah, come hoop with us, and you just ass, and they like, well, damn, like you over
happened?
here,
What's
you
the
riding
story?
the
Yeah,
basketball
yeah,
so
yeah,
hard, but you
yeah.
actually just truly ass at the core, right?
Yeah.
So it feels a certain way, and you be like, damn, I want to be good enough, but then it's like, at a certain point, I was like, bro, I don't care what the surf community thinks. It's not for the surf community. It's not for surfers. It's for black people, period. That's what it's for. It's for black people, surfers or not. Like, they all find their way, you know? So, yeah, it's just for the community, bro. Like, that's what it's for.
Can I loop back a little bit?
Yeah.
2 times now you mentioned church.
Mm-hmm.
And you spoke how surfing is your church
Yeah.
now, or being out in the ocean. What was that before?
You know what? Maybe I didn't have a good enough church before. And maybe that was a big part of my problem. It was like, I mean, I was just locked in on music. I would be making beats 6 to 8 hours a day, every day for a long time. And that was a part of why surfing was such a great departure. It was because the music industry and world, and when it's like, oh yeah, like, yeah, send some beats to Doja Cat, send some beats to Cardi B, yo, send some so-and-so's looking for beats or whatever, whoever it is. and you just end up in a loop of sending beats, and like, I'm like, I don't have a voice in this. Like, I am just a producer, and like I said, like, you know, you have these moments, like, and people will like go, oh my God, bro, you did that beat, and really, it was just like a random 30 minutes of my life where I just did a thing, but then like, you get defined by these little 30-minute periods of your life, and you didn't even know you were doing it when you were doing it.
Right.
And then people like define you by that, and even that is like attached to somebody else. Somebody else's voice is coming through the beat, and they saying whatever the hell they want to say, and you're like, who am I?
That's
it's
a
like,
really good perspective.
You know what I mean? There's no
That's
true
crazy.
identity in it for me as a person who feels like I have a lot to say and has always had a lot to say. So, like surfing is a spiritual experience. Being in the ocean in any way is a spiritual experience. Like, I've never been on my phone while I was surfing, ever.
There's no music. You don't listen to music out there or anything?
You can't. That's the beauty of it. You're just out there floating, staring into the abyss of nothingness for 2 to 3 hours while you just wait on a wave to come by so you can try to catch up to the speed of this mound of water that is reverberated from the deepest part of the ocean all the way to crumble on this sand right in front of us. And you're just trying to catch that last little bit of energy.
That was so poetic.
You know what I mean?
You're really good with words.
Yo,
we're gonna play a little game with you. You wanna?
Let's jump. I want to cut it because of that. Yeah, we want to get into some word association, but I got to go back to you with words too.
Yeah.
Let's jump into that for sure.
We gonna
Don't
play
let
this
me
game,
forget,
man.
though.
I got you. I'm gonna remind you. We gonna play this game. All right, take a sip of wine, cause the first thing that comes off your mind, we want you to say it. Now you could just say a word, or if you feel like you want to indulge in it, just indulge for a little bit. But the whole point of this game is to be quick and fast. All right.
Okay.
First word is surfing.
Fun.
Okay. All right.
Dodo.
Delicious. Scrumdiddlyumptious.
Tower 40.
Yeah.
Yeah. Type shit. Pharrell.
Yeah. Ebony Beach Club.
Oh,
what?
We'll talk about it. March 7th.
My birthday.
Okay.
Type
Shout
shit.
to-
Pisces.
I'm the birthday. I'm a Pisces.
Yeah.
Five.
Water boy.
Costa
see.
Rica.
Retreat. Lay back. You know what I mean?
Oh, you got
Sink in-
memories.
Sink into that
Nah,
earth.
that's mom.
Sink into that earth. You know, get some fungus out the ground and knock it back.
Okay. What about Ghana?
The future.
Ooh.
I like that.
That's some Akon shit.
No, for real. It
hard.
was the future because when I went there, I realized there was no need for Ebony Beach Club because every beach club is Ebony Beach Club. And I was like,
looking right now.
this is actually the future of what I'm
cooking
trying to
right
do.
now. That's tough.
Like, everybody at every beach is black.
I think
I don't need to be here. I threw an event there. I was like, never again.
Yeah.
Why?
I think the longest shoreline is in Africa, like the whole west coast of Africa.
Oh,
or
yeah,
something
for
like
sure.
that. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's a big country.
That's hard.
Silas White.
Man, angel, legend, just, yeah, say his name. Silas White. I got to say it again. Yeah, but just legacy. That's legacy work. To live on long after your life is over, I aspire to have that type of life.
Amen.
But yeah.
All right. Atlantic Park Surf.
Pharrell Williams.
Yeah.
Man,
That's another. Hey, we heard that name twice.
Couple,
so far.
yeah. We're gonna touch on it.
we got some. Ooh.
We'll dive in.
I'm gonna throw you a curveball.
When is this coming out, allegedly?
Couple days.
In a couple days?
Yeah.
Like, what day you think?
Probably this coming Tuesday.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Get that right before the.
Yeah.
Wait. What you got to say
What you
about
think
that?
about?
Hey, nothing, man. I'm just trying to figure out what I can say based on what I got coming is coming out.
Okay.
All right.
We might be able to get an exclusive. I mean, see, we brought the truck out for you.
I got a
got the
curveball
van.
for you.
Yeah.
Chicken and waffles.
Man, London. Love, man. And why do I say London? That's actually funny. Because I made a song called Chicken and Waffles while I was in London. And that's a whole other story.
Okay. Oakley.
Some glasses.
Yeah.
There's some glasses.
Okay. Yeah.
Some shades. I'll be wearing them.
Okay. Yeah. A lot. Perhaps.
A lot.
Type.
They're not paying me though.
Sponsorship.
Locally.
Come on. Hey, we calling y'all out a lot. Come on. Y'all need to lock in.
Yeah, y'all already know what to do.
Let's see. What about platinum?
Me.
Talk about it. What that mean?
I mean, I have platinum plaques on my wall.
Yeah.
Oh.
Take a sip of wine. Hold on.
You know?
Hold on, boy.
Hey, take a chance if you love yourself,
Hey.
man.
Multiple.
Hey.
Multiple, you know? That's a little known fact.
What was your favorite record that you made?
Definitely Do Rag Activity by Keem or My Ocean by Ebony Beach Club. One of the two. It's a tie. My Ocean is one of the most beautiful songs I've ever written, and it's like one of the least streamed songs on the Ebony Beach Club project. And I'm like, when I hear that song, I'll be like, y'all just didn't get it. Like,
We all got
and it's
beats.
all good because
B-sides.
every artist has that moment where they be like, y'all just don't
Yeah.
get this one. Like
Yeah.
this isn't for y'all to get. Like it might have like 30,000 streams on it, and like the most streamed song on the album probably has like 1 million and some change. No label, no promotion besides the community. But yeah, My Ocean. That's probably one of my favorite songs I've ever been a part of.
Real
that
quick,
I've ever written.
you talking about music. What's your favorite song to play at a function or Ebony Beach Club?
Favorite song to play at Ebony Beach Club is You Know What's Up by Donnell Jones. Like, that's like a good, like, the night's almost
that was
over.
so quick.
Everybody's sweaty. They kind of like,
Everyone's
everybody's sauced and
Okay.
just like sweaty and just feeling good. And when
Right,
they come
right,
on,
right.
they just be like, hey, like it's so.
What's the song that you like? You're like, I'm cool. I don't want to hear this at a function.
I don't want to hear this at a function.
Played out, tired of it.
Hell Yeah, Fucking Right by Drake.
Oh.
Wee, 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 wee. Like, you know that song? Wee. Like,
I love this
people
song.
be playing it in the function.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I hear that, I'd be like, I'm over it. And obviously,
Wow.
Meek Mill, Dreams and Nightmares. I'd be like, okay.
We don't.
I haven't heard
First,
Get
it.
it.
Was a minute though, low key.
you tripping.
I don't need
We
to
don't-
hear
I
it
don't
ever
hear it
again.
again.
Like,
We don't-
literally,
hold on.
I would
My
live a
bad.
happy
Yeah,
life
he
never
from
having
Philly.
heard
We
it
don't
again.
disrespect
You know what I'm saying?
Meek.
He from Philly.
On the-
Nah,
You
W.
from Philly?
W.
I'm
W
really
Meek,
from
though.
Philly.
So
Yeah.
defend him. Like, cool. Defend him. All right. But, like, I'm like, no problem with
Dreams
Meek,
and
but
Nightmares might be one of the best hood songs of all time.
Like,
to
I wouldn't even
describe
argue that.
experience.
I would not argue
Facts.
that.
So-
I also, two things can be true at once. Never need to hear it again at a function. I've heard it at enough functions to take me through like 14 more lifetimes.
Do you flood that with Swag Surf or Finito?
Nah, Finito always hits.
Damn, that's a jab to y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Cause
Finito
does-
Finito's not a better song than Dreams and
But
Nightmares.
It is.
In no way, shape, or
It is.
Yo, chat,
It is.
please.
It's a fundamentally better song.
For a function
I can
or,
listen
like, in general?
In general. When are
No,
you putting on
Damn.
we
Dreams
talking
and
about
Nightmare in
a
the
beat
car?
switch. We talking about lyrics. We talking
That's
about
kinda
storyline. We talking about Dreams and Nightmares.
Then nobody act about a beat switch. We don't.
you
care.
want
We
to
didn't
listen to it
say-
in your car at the function?
No.
Chad, what you think?
Finito?
Finito or Dreams and Nightmares? I want to see it in the chat.
It's not even close.
I want to see
It's super. It's yeah.
a
It's
better
not close.
song. All right, in the
You're right.
function, we know what goes up though. You play Finito in the club, it's over. They
Yeah,
jump
nobody
around.
even know the lyrics.
Oh,
It
nah,
don't
they be-
even matter.
They be lit. It look like Travis Scott walked in.
Niggas
when
like
he played that
Gas
song.
what I smoke. Like, come
People
on.
who don't
Yo,
That's
I used
that
to pray
matters.
for times like this to rhyme like this.
It's hard.
No, I believe that. Like, I'm not
Back
saying
of
that's
the
not a
paddy
good song.
wagon, cuffs locked on wrist.
It's a close second. I would have never known that
Hey,
was
shout
the
out to
lyrics.
Meek.
You from
Come on.
Philly? They download them lyrics into your spirit as soon as you get printed
Bro,
out
for
on
some
Earth.
reason, yo, I always said I never said this on camera. Everyone learned the lyrics so quick. I've never seen nothing like that.
Word.
Sort of like how everybody shows up to your event so quick, which is kind of
Like
crazy
that.
to me.
That's
You a
fast.
funny man.
Yeah.
How long? Y'all did? I mean, y'all sold out, but like then y'all went to the 120, 150 tickets, and how long? How
Oh,
fast was that?
So we sold 3,000 tickets
Jesus.
in about 4 days, 3.5, 4 days, under 4 days.
Editor, put the counter up there.
Please.
Please.
You know, which we actually never finished that point earlier about just the cost of doing events. Events are not free.
Come on, that's
Especially
the argument I
great
had with
ones.
somebody. That's what I
Right.
was tight about. I'm like, yo,
You know what I mean? Like every time I did the beach bounce, it was like the sound system alone was $1,400. Between my 5 or
think
6
about
surf
that.
instructors, I was paying them like not even crazy, like $75 to $100 each, but that adds up. That's $600 right there. We had $2 grand. The merch that I was producing that people weren't buying, I would be going into the hole on it and sitting on it. So I'm like, damn, I just lost $600 on merch. You know what I mean? Like we would bring a bunch of waters, so everybody had waters. We would bring a bunch of trash bags, so everybody could help clean up afterwards. Like it would, the
Yeah.
things would
Yeah.
add up. The little things would add up, and I'd be like, damn, I just spent $3,500 today for
Yeah.
everybody else to have a good
Have
time.
fun, yeah.
And I'm not rich.
Yeah.
I had a little bit, just enough. to do that and be like, you know what, this is built into the bigger picture. But so like doing all those things for free in those times, it was like really exhausting. I was really depressed. That was when I sold all my stuff in 2024, everything in my house, my couch, my TV, all my clothes, everything, largely because I didn't have no money. And I was like, I need to get the fuck out of here. And I left the country for 10 months straight and traveled the world.
Your first
with the
stop
money that I had
was Ghana.
My first stop was Ghana. This guy did his math. And
no math.
And like I was just like, damn, bro, like I'm running out of bread. Things are slowing down as they did for a lot of people in 2023, 4. Like money started getting slower. And I was like, I'm struggling. But nobody knows I'm struggling because everybody like, yeah, you did do right activity. You good. Right. I'm like, bro, money don't last forever. And also, them songs don't make you that much money.
Right.
But that's a different conversation. That's like very middle class at best. Very middle class at best. And I'm not a splurger. I'm a really frugal person. So, yeah, just the money ran out, got low. It happens to everybody, right? Yeah. And I was like, damn, bro, everything I do and give, and I don't really truly get anything back out of it. Looking at the Ebony Beach Club account, I'm like, we got $1,400 in there. I'm like, after all this shit, all this hype and all this everything, and oh my God, all these followers, it's like, bro, we don't got nothing to show for it in the account. How can we do anything for people? How can we do anything? You know what I mean? So like, going back to the tickets, yeah, we did 3,000 tickets in 3.5 days or so.
How did that feel when that happened? Like knowing all the stuff you went through, knowing all the times your account's been low, you sold everything. How did that feel?
It felt like very serendipitous, and honestly, I knew I was taking a risk by getting this venue. And the venue on May 29th, 4 days before I announced it, tried to cancel on me. They were like, you can't do this. Actually, we feel like this is just moving too fast and last minute, because originally we were trying to rent Raging Waters. That was the first plan, which I'm glad that Raging Waters turned us down and was like, oh, we feel like we're just not aligned with your community. Which, what does that really mean? They turned us down. Fuck Raging Waters forever.
Yeah.
Shit.
And
that's crazy.
That's a crazy.
And so that was why I ended up pivoting into this after we were already a month and some change deep into banking on Raging Waters being a thing and planning that out.
Wow.
So, and then these folks tried to cancel on us at the very last minute, and I was like, absolutely not. There's no way we can do that. We already got sponsors locked in. That was a lie. We don't have no sponsors. We're like, sponsors have already committed to this, and like, whatever. That's like the stuff people don't know, but whatever. So yeah, I knew I was taking a risk. I knew I was like, damn, what if the tickets don't sell? People were crying about a $25 ticket on the Santa Monica Pier last year. So we're making a ticket that's 2 to 3 times more expensive and 4 times as far.
Right.
It's straight up a risk. Like, people, it's hard to even explain what this surf club is because they never seen it or anything like it or been there. That was why I made that video where I was like, I need to make a video that makes sure everybody understands every detail of what this place is. And I know most people didn't watch it all the way through, but even still, I was like, that was the point of me just recording that, which was very impromptu. I didn't think it was going to go that viral. Like, I didn't even plan it. I didn't write no script. I was just freestyling it the whole way through, and then I just cut it all together. And I was like, damn, that shit got 55,000 shares.
That'd be the best.
You got more shares than likes.
Damn.
But so yeah, for it to actually sell out, I was like, damn, people love this, and this is important. It was very affirming. No matter what the conversation was, I did not care. People have been checking on me too, like, bro, are you good? Just know, bro, I see you, man. Like, I see what you're doing for the community. Like, ignore the noise. I was like, bro, I don't give a fuck about the noise. Every time somebody said the hater-ass tweet, a ticket was sold. Like, it don't even matter.
Is there something that could affect you, though?
People not being safe.
Okay.
That's the only thing. The only thing I was nervous about after that first night we went to sleep, I was like, damn, we sold 800 tickets in 2 hours. The first 2 hours, 800 tickets got sold. And I was in Big Bear. I went out there to just like kind of retreat and kick back. My friend has a house there, so he let me stay there for free. He always said, like, yo, you can go there whenever. And I finally took him up on it the day I was dropping the tickets. And I remember I went to sleep that night after we made them live, and I was like, oh, my God, bro, like, people are going to show up. Like, they don't tell you about the pressure of what if everything goes. You always think about what if everything goes wrong.
What if it goes right,
You don't think about the pressure of what if everything goes right.
Yeah.
And so I was like, whoa, this is about to work. And then I was like, that's going to be a lot of black people in Palm Springs. That's an awful lot of black people in Palm Springs. Deso Dub, hit me up. We should make that shirt. What's it called? So I just was like, that's the only thing that makes me feel. What was the question you asked?
I guess like
makes me throw me off my square a little bit.
Yeah.
Was thinking about the safety of everybody. I was like, oh, the safety is pinnacle. And that was when I got text to prove it. I would pull it out, but there ain't no point because I don't got nothing to prove. Text Lauren, who I told you is my right brain, who like does all of our logistics and stuff. I was like, hey, Lauren, I sent her an actual think piece, which I think I'm gonna post it right before the event. I called it a promise and a prayer for Ebony Beach Club. And I wrote that the night we had dropped the tickets, but I'll drop it the day before we do the event. And it was really just about me saying, like, the only thing I care about is everybody being safe and going home safely, like, and having a great time, obviously. But it's like, there's nothing that matters more to me than making sure everybody is, like, in good spirits and everybody has this vibe about it where they're like, we want to protect each other. We want to protect black women. We're not going to harass them. We're not. Right. And if we see some shit like that, we're calling it out. Like, that doesn't fly here. Yeah. Everybody's good. Everybody's safe. If something's starting to break out, we're being like, no, we're not doing that, bro. This is Brick's spot. Like, he put his neck on the line for us to be here. We're not, like, I want everybody to have that energy about it, because if they do, that's the community I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Like,
That's
and so I told Lauren anyway, like I was saying, I was like, Lauren, let's spend everything on security. How many security guards do you think we need? I don't know, like 30, 35. Okay, let's get like 60 or 70 then. Like, let's get twice as much as we need, because they say one for every 100, 3,000 people. That would mean 30 security guards. Let's get twice as much security as we need. Can we get a meeting with the police department, the chief of police in Palm Springs? She's like, okay, cool. I'll email Davis and ask him to loop us in.
Lauren,
I had a meeting with
Yeah.
Oh God.
What the hell?
Yeah. So Lauren, man, she's an ace, bro. But so boom, we get a meeting with the Palm Springs Police Department 2 days ago. Drove out to Palm Springs again, did a little walkthrough, and talked to the police. He's actually a really cool guy. He's like on some like, he's like a hippie police. Like, Palm Springs is a very progressive city, surprisingly. It ain't like Manhattan Beach or Huntington Beach or something. Like, those are like the cool white people. You know what I mean? Like, but they're super down. He was a Latino guy, but yeah, man. Like, I'm like, yo, safety is pinnacle. So, you know, we paid for the extra police out there, but I also was very clear, like, black people don't like police. So I'm not asking y'all to come here and show up and sit on the bikes and intimidate people. Y'all need to be smiles, happy Juneteenth. Y'all see somebody smoking weed, let them do it. There's not. You're only here for de-escalation. Right. In the event that there is an escalation, and don't escalate it any further, because this is a sensitive crowd. These are sensitive people, and these are things that are important. And it's like beyond talking to the police, talking to the security who was there with us too, our head of security, is like the part of the job is mine to make sure that people understand that, like, going into it and being a vocal leader. I've never liked to put my face in it too much, but this year I did way more than ever before, because I'm like, bro, people just look at Ebony Beach Club like it's a logo, and they be like, man, what the fuck? Ebony Beach Club this, Ebony Beach Club that. I'm like, anytime you say Ebony Beach Club, you're really, truly just saying Brick. It's me, bro.
Right.
Hello, I'm Ebony Beach Club. I'm a human being. I'm a 29-year-old black man from Los Angeles, from Carson, California. This is not like a corporation. There's no sponsors, and I have a responsibility, and I have a community here that I love, and it's growing really quickly, and like there's responsibility within that, you know what I mean? So like, I always just want to promote people to just be safe and like look out for each other, and just like keep building on that love that all the Dockweiler days were built on. Like I said, we made it out of there with no incidents. Like,
what are you most proud of, like, after everything that you've been through so far?
I'm just proud of who we are. I'm proud of like us being able to express ourselves like collectively. I'm proud of like people being able to just like leave their egos at the door and have a good time. I'm proud of like the fact that women feel comfortable in the space. It's a majority women space. Yeah. It's literally, when you look at the posts and when you look at our demographics on our Instagram, it's 65% women and 35% men. Like, because I say, like, anytime a girl's gonna go to the beach, she bring in 2 or 3 friends. That's why that is, you know. And so I'm proud of that, because You know, this world is unsafe, especially for black women, black people in general. And so for us to be somewhere where we like,
Feel
this is
comfortable,
ours,
safe,
bro.
yeah.
Like,
Feel
you know what I
comfortable.
mean? Like, this is truly ours.
I wanted to give you your flowers too, and
Amen.
less about EBC and more about how loquacious you are.
Loquacious? $10 word, my brother. You gonna have to explain that one to me.
Apologies. You articulate yourself very well in what you put out to the world. And it could be your music background. I'm not sure. I haven't pinpointed it yet.
I used to read the encyclopedia when I was a kid. That's
So it's very, I don't want to say obvious to me, but it does it in a pointed way where I'm reading your captions. I don't really read captions like that. And I
Yeah.
work in social media. Like,
yeah.
I actively am like engaging in a lot of things.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like history. There's like research.
Mm-hmm.
There's like directed points.
Mm-hmm.
There's questions. Like the captions go crazy.
I appreciate that. That means a lot.
Yeah.
'Cause most people don't
Are
read.
you aware of that? Are you just
I'm
doing
I'm
you?
very aware of
Okay.
my ability to use words to communicate what I need to.
Okay.
That's why part of the reason why I came here, because I'm like, there's some things I need to say out loud.
Right.
I don't know what y'all are gonna end up clipping, but hopefully it's the best part that people need to hear.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I'm aware of that. I'm totally well aware of my power.
Okay.
My first sentence in life. My mom always tells me this. You know, your mom just be repeating
Just
stuff.
reminding you of shit.
My first sentence in life was, "Mommy, say cappuccino." Like, why, as a 1-year-old or whatever I was, am I saying that? You know what I mean? Like, I'm always just like big words and like articulating myself and you know,
Being loquacious.
classic. Yeah, loquacious.
Yeah.
Now I get the word. I'm gonna add that one to my arsenal.
You're gonna see it in the next caption. Watch.
You know
It's
what I
gonna be on
mean?
the t-shirt.
Yeah.
Wow, word.
I'm loquaciously articulating myself.
Brick, I wanna make sure that I take this moment to definitely say this as well, because on this podcast we love giving people their flowers, especially when they can smell them.
Mm-hmm.
We're approaching Juneteenth.
Mm-hmm.
You've taken something that for some people would be a traumatic experience, and man, you made something like just tremendous of it. And I want to give you your flowers because not only are you building a amazing community,
Mm-hmm.
like the representation that it's given is crazy. Like I remember, I work with kids. I have this nonprofit, and when I always speak to the kids, I always bring up like the first moment I walked past the movie theater and saw the Black Panther, the poster,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw black people portray the superheroes, and I was like, it did something to me. You know what I mean? So like,
That's
I'm
real.
sure a kid going to the beach like the same age you probably saying cappuccino, and they see like a black surfer out there, he's like, wait, like mom, that could be me. Like that's about to be me. And they see that. So
And I
what
see
you're
those
doing
kids.
is crazy.
Yeah.
What do you look for? Like what do you want the next 5 years like EBC to look like?
I want it to look like more actual physical spaces to gather. Like I want it to look like more routine, more schedule, more resources that are readily available more days out the year than not. Like up until this point, I've been doing what I can. And like in the next 5 years, I want to do what I want. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, I want to have Ebony Beach Club be a real place, just like a Soho House or a YMCA, somewhere in between the two of those two things, where it's like there's a facility, there's a place we can gather, there's a fee. Yes,
Right.
we're gonna have to pay if we want nice things. I cannot make nice things happen out of thin air.
Man, let them know again so they could really like
I
understand
cannot make nice things happen out of thin air. I am not a millionaire, a billionaire, 100,000aire, or even a 10,000aire. I cannot make nice things happen out of thin air. So like when the community comes together, we're able to do things. A place like Palm Springs Surf Club is very not cheap to get. You know what I mean? Like if we could generate that type of money and be like, hey, everybody donate $70 so we can do this idea.
Yeah.
That's not tied to me just like renting a spot out for a day, which is very important. It is very important. It's a proof of concept and it's a runway for the future. But like if we could raise that and be like, cool, we can get a down payment on this motel in Pasadena that I've been wanting to convert and take that pool, knock out all the rooms, turn that into a clubhouse. This is an idea I have. I'm like, we could make this Ebony Beach Clubhouse. We maybe can't get the beachfront property right now, but there's a kind of cheap little motel out there that we could repurpose,
There's stopgaps
rebuild.
for sure.
You know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
ways to get there without going all the way. Because, I would love to buy this building in Venice Beach that's $13 million, but can I do that right now? No. It's like 2 stories. It's like whatever it is. Like, I want to say like 13,000 square feet or something crazy. And it's like, we'll get there, though, where we can have the spot where we got the rooftop and we got the place to store the boards and we got the ice bath and the sauna and a little mini gym and a workspace and a mini restaurant, and it's like really a proper beach club, and we got lessons always happening out front and yoga and surfing. Like, there's so many things I envision for the future, but we just got to take it little steps at a time. So we went from Dockweiler and we edged them to Santa Monica. Then we going to Palm Springs Surf Club. We'll build this out. This might become a festival in the next 5 to 10 years. It might become a 50, 60,000 person festival. And it's going to be a little more expensive next year. If it's $100 next year, not 65, if you start saving 25 cents today, every day,
You can save a kid
you
in
will
need.
have enough for
Come
the Ebony
on.
Beach Club ticket next year.
Right.
And you will be contributing to the future of Ebony Beach Club.
Right. And you're going to buy them clothes and you're going to buy drinks. You're going to buy a section at the club.
Exactly.
So I was
Man.
going to touch on that.
Like,
You mentioned when black people say community,
Yeah.
it tends to come with a dollar value
Yeah.
that people take advantage of. It's really because we're big spenders when it comes to fun
Yeah.
and leisurely activity. Do you feel like you're training people out of that?
I feel you, and I think black people should be thrilled to spend on community. You should be thrilled to spend on community. You walk in that Louis store and you go, what can I afford?
right.
You know, I might only be able to get the belt. I might only be able to get the wallet or the sunglasses or the cologne. I can't get the $12,000 Speedy duffel bag. I can't afford that. And, like, you just accept it as, like, you're happy to wave your badge of honor of you spent $400 on this meaningless, no, I'm not going to say meaningless, but on this item, right? And I think you need to be able to like feel that way about participating in black community and transparently spending in black community.
Yeah.
Now, yes, the job is also on the organizers to do the right thing.
Right.
And it's also up to your discernment to discern who's doing the right thing.
who's doing the
And
wrong
you're going to
thing.
feel that through what they're doing. You're going to be like, something about this ain't adding up. You know what I mean? And you should be happy to pay their salary. You should be like, yes,
Yeah.
Brick needs to survive.
Funding this.
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
have a job.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, my rent is still $2,600 every month that I have to pay. I've spent my entire month working on something for you. I hope it's okay that I make $7,500 from this event.
Right.
Or maybe like 10 grand so I can pay my rent for like 3-4 months. The
Yeah.
3-4 months I've been working on it. Is that fair? I would hope that's fair.
Is that fair, DZ?
I hope so. You know. It's
No,
crazy.
I know so.
Hey, my thing is like we spoke about so many different things, bro. Like from like the front and the back of like your career and everything that you're building right now. And what people aren't understanding is that keyword on you're building this. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It's not like bro, like if you're not doing this, it's like people going to their jobs, they're getting bread from all this other stuff like that. But
Yeah.
you're like, okay, cool. How can I make this year Ebony Beach Club be the most extravagant thing and I can build this community? So before we wrap up here, any final thoughts that you want to say to just give me 2 different sections. Something that you want to say to the people who may be on the fence about things, and then one thing ended off what you want to say to your supporters and people who've been there for you.
To the people who are on the fence about things, I don't really have anything to say to people that are on the fence. It's like either you feel conviction about the thing or you don't. And if you don't, that's fine. You're entitled to feel exactly how you feel. And maybe you'll have an experience that changes that. But you're exactly where you're supposed to be if you're on the fence. That's okay. And for the people who are like deeply engaged in it, thank you to everybody who truly vouches for and fights for Ebony Beach Club and can go out and speak about like their experience with it to other people, because the word of mouth is like the strongest thing. When you're just like in the car on the way home just talking about your experience to others, or you just run into somebody on the street who has a hoodie on, which is why you should buy a hoodie, buy the hat, because it'll
Great quality,
instantly
by the
connect you. As soon as you see anybody, you walk in the coffee shop and you see somebody with the hat on, or you see somebody with the shirt on that we're about to drop for Juneteenth, it's gonna be like, oh, were you there? You know what I mean? And it's like, that's kind of like, it's like a community flag for me, and all of those things have been timepieces. So for the people who are already, you know, engaged in the community, it's like, yeah, just support in the ways that you can. That's what I'll say. And like, we'll ask for support in certain ways, and when we do, it's because we need it. It's not because we trying to hit a lick and get rich. When the day that I get rich, it's not going to be because I'm robbing people. It's going to be because I figured out something else, and I'll be like, cool, now I can fund and sustain myself and sustain this thing, right? But like, I'm not about to get rich off of just robbing people. Like, we dropped those last 200 tickets after we dropped to 3,000, and we doubled the price because we were deeply in the red on the production budget. And I was like, everybody's begging for an extra ticket, and we're lacking in money. We have to do this. Like, it just is what it is, you know. So we're not doing it to rob people. We're doing it because I'm like, this is a way to sustain the thing. So, just support in ways that you can. That's the best thing I could ask of people.
Brick, I wanted to ask you something. There's a couple of quotes that stood out to me from things you put out. I am exactly who I think I am.
Oh, I'm glad you said
was
that.
A big one.
I wrote that down like 10 times when I was on a plane one day.
On a plane where?
Where you headed to, brother?
I was headed to Paris.
Oh, for what? I like Paris.
We'll get it. We'll get it. Y'all gonna see it. If this interview gonna drop before that drop, but just know we in Paris. Okay. We working with them people.
So
shout
niggas
out
really
Pharrell
do be in Paris.
Where he works
you know
at.
What I'm saying? Niggas
we be in Paris.
Shout out Pharrell and where he works at.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's just a little. That's just a little.
Ebony's in Paris.
You know, a little Ebony Beach Club, a little something. But yeah. Was there another one?
There's another one. I became a lighthouse. I wanna end this episode with, how are you a lighthouse? What does that mean to you to be a beacon of light to this community we have?
Because a lighthouse, the reason I identify with being a lighthouse is because what is the primary function of a lighthouse? It's like to show the ships how to get to the land, right? But it's like the lighthouse isn't the destination. It's just like helping you to get there. Yeah. You're going to the lighthouse, but you're not going to go inside of the lighthouse. You're not like going to engage with the light. You're going there to get to the land and everything that is there. You know what I mean? So my thing with like Ebony Beach Club, I'm like, I'm just bringing you here and you do with it what you will. It's not about me. I'm just a light in the middle of the night to help you get to the destination. And that's what I think Ebony Beach Club ultimately is at its core essence, is like being a lighthouse for the people who maybe like were like, where do I fit into this equation? And I'm like, just come over here and like you'll figure it out. Like, these people will help you, this land will help you, the ocean, everything, you know. So that's why I say I'm a lighthouse, and I am exactly who I think I am.
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying?
And
hey, there was just something I wanted to ask a little earlier, man. I know we about to just get up out of here.
No, we got.
You know what I'm saying? We did a little bit of research.
The lighting setting has changed.
Hey, but you the lighthouse, my brother. So you know what I'm saying?
You know,
so we got
light it up.
So you partnered with, you said a name before, Pharrell.
Yeah.
What did you guys do with them out there? You know, it was a different state. Surf activation and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. In Virginia Beach, basically, they called upon Ebony Beach Club to assist with Pharrell's launch of, he has a nonprofit called Yellow Project in Virginia Beach, and he's like an investor into this surf park wave pool, very similar to the Palm Springs one, but it's in Virginia Beach. Virginia Beach is there's a lot of black people in Virginia Beach, transparently, and there's a lot of lower income neighborhoods there. So to have a surf park in a place like that is pretty unheard of. So his project was bringing like majority like black kids from his old housing apartment or project situation that he used to live in when he was a kid. He had the kids that live there currently coming and learning how to surf. So they called on Ebony Beach Club to run the programming for that day to teach them swim and surf and history of Virginia
so
Beach.
Fire, bro.
So,
And
Brick, you brushing by it. How does that conversation even happen? You get a DM, like, does he call you from the phone?
My friend Malika, she works with Pharrell at Adidas. Shout out Malika. And so she's the one who reached out to me. I've known her for a very long time. She was actually with me when I was in Ghana, when I did our Ebony Beach Club Ghana in 2024, that was. And so, was that 4 or 5? I guess that was the beginning of 2025. I was leaving 24. But anyways, wait, no, that was beginning of 2024. What am I talking about? So, that's how that happened. It's just from doing the work, doing the same thing we always been doing. They literally said, whatever you're doing there, can you just come and do it here? And I was like, yeah, for sure. Brought the team out.
Intentionality of going to different cities?
Yes.
Okay.
This is the start of something great, what we're about to do in Palm Springs. Best believe we going to Texas.
Ooh.
We going to Virginia Beach.
Okay.
Yeah.
We about to.
I'm from New York, so you know what I'm saying.
We gonna go to New York.
Gotta go to
There's
New
a
York.
spot. It's like
Especially after
technically
we
in
win this
Jersey.
shit, you know what I'm saying? So,
But we're gonna put some things together around.
let me ask you something real quick. And all I need is 3. It's a pretty good number. Give me 3 rules for Juneteenth Negrochella. The unofficial.
What? Can
name.
we coin that?
You know what I'm saying? He said it's unofficial.
It's coined.
Oh, it is? Okay.
It's coined. It's on a T-shirt.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah.
You got the drop.
I like
You
that.
did
Hey,
it.
we did it. Hey,
Yeah.
come on, y'all. Come on.
You
now.
did it, chat.
Hey,
He downloaded it. I've
3
been saying it.
rules.
I didn't want to officially call it that because then the venue might be like,
yeah, what's going on here?
what's going on? But I was like, it's unofficially called Negrochella. If it was up to me, that's what the official name would be. But
Type
it is
shit.
up to me. But I'm like, I'm gonna give y'all some grace before the old black people get mad at me. They'll be like, why would you do that? I'm like, come on, y'all, it's fun.
Yeah.
But I know, I get it. But anyways,
3 rules. I need 3 rules for the people right now.
Number 1 rule: love on each other.
Man.
Like, show love and express love in every moment. That's the most important thing. Love is the language of life, and we have to go out there and speak it to everybody. Everybody has to speak it to each other. Number 2 rule: drink water.
Here we go.
It's about 100 degrees, and you're going to be sweating and dancing. That's not a rule, but you're going to do it. You're going to be sweating and dancing.
Yeah.
And rule number 3 is protect black women. Genuinely. I'm not even saying that to be a pick-me, but that's real.
Amen.
Because I know, like, when everybody's out there in bikinis and dudes just be all, like, freaked out, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't support that. I don't condone that. I'm like, we got to be, like, on the lookout for black women.
Yeah.
And, like, really pay attention and listen to them and speak up if you see something, because, you know, it just take one dude.
Yeah.
And, like, we don't want to walk away with a story or somebody having that experience in this space, being like, I didn't feel protected and I wasn't there to see it.
Right.
But, like, maybe you were there to see it, but you didn't say nothing. So it's, like, really important to me that, like, as black men especially, and black women too, everybody protecting each other, but really the pinnacle is protect black women, because this is actually technically really a women-led space. So I got to give credit to that and make sure that everybody knows that's actually rule number 1.
Yeah.
The other rules are 2 and 3,
underneath.
but that's the most important thing to me. And yeah, protect each other, love each other. Those are the rules.
Hey,
So-
man, I like that.
I asked you about a few quotes you said in the past. I'm assuming there's going to be a point in the middle of Ebony Beach Club this Juneteenth where you speak to the crowd.
You
Definitely
already
a
know.
Speech.
Always.
Iconic
Speech,
speech. Man, come on, God.
So
I do a speech
there's
at
going
every
to be
one of
that
them.
moment. I'm assuming you started thinking about the subject matter.
No.
Mm.
It's always flow state. But what should I talk about? Let me ask you a question. What do you think I should talk about at Juneteenth?
I mean,
What do you
I
think
would-
would be like the most, like, you need to hit these points?
Breaking mode as an interviewer, I love history.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is the most powerful time as a black man that I've ever felt,
Yeah.
where close was probably Obama being elected,
Yeah.
where I feel like we actually fuck with each other
Yeah.
because now we're all connected kind of through the phones.
Yeah.
It disconnects us in certain ways, but
It
we get
connects
to,
us.
we share experiences.
Yeah.
One thing I always say is like, and I don't want to be too long-winded, but a nigga from Philly, I'm from Philly. We talked
Mm-hmm.
about that. We joked about it. I have shared experiences from a nigga from Seattle,
Mm-hmm.
but now I get to really see it.
Mm-hmm.
There's something even more powerful about that. We all know what it takes to get invited to the cookout.
Yeah.
We all know what good mac and cheese tastes like.
Yeah.
We all know what a good event looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And for us, and what music to play and what not to play, I feel like that needs to be spoken about because I think we're all feeling it, and that's why niggas bought so many tickets to your event.
That's a bar. I'll really download what you just said.
Yeah.
If I throw my hat in there
Yeah.
real quick. The same thing I was talking about earlier. I think that moment we're having everybody realize like where they are, what's going on right now. All these different types of people, different black people that came from different parts of life. They grew up on the suburbs. They grew up in the hood. They grew up on this side. We're all in one space.
Yeah.
We're doing one thing that people, they make jokes about it that
Yeah.
they ain't going to no damn water. They ain't going nowhere near water. They can't be civilized in some sort of sense. So definitely having people have that moment to be like, yo, this is what we can expect for the future because we are that. You know what I'm saying? So,
Amen.
Hey,
Yeah,
man.
no, that's definitely on the move. Bro,
hey, man,
sure.
hopefully we get in the speech.
Y'all gonna get in the seat. Y'all in the seat. Y'all in the seat. Those are key points.
Hey.
Those are key points. That's the world I like to operate in. Usually I keep it really like history centric, but absolutely that was more of my message this year was the usness of this. Like,
The now
bro.
is the history.
Yeah, man.
Exactly. We're making
You
this.
are
We're
the
making
history,
history. It sounds really corny in theory, but it's actually the literal
They're
truth.
going to talk about
these
this in
things will
5,
be
10
written
years.
about and
It's
talked
crazy.
about
Exactly.
in college courses 50 years from now.
Exactly.
And we're living inside of it. Like we look at each other and low key take each other for granted sometimes. Like, oh yeah, that's just so and so. That's just so and so. Those are just shoes. But these things all paint the picture of who we are today.
That's
so,
facts.
yeah, man. Juneteenth gonna be beautiful, man.
Hey, man, W Brick, man. Can we clap it up for Brick? Hey, listen, y'all don't even know we
Clap
at the
it up for
beach right now.
myself.
All right? The beach. Clap it up for Brick.
Yeah.
All right? He's doing amazing things. We appreciate you, man.
Man, I
Thank
appreciate
you,
y'all
man.
having me, man.
Hey,
Thanks, man.
we'll see y'all next time, man. And we'll see you at Juneteenth because we already got our stuff. Let's get it.
Yeah.
That was beautiful, guys.